Moving on to the next one, banking in the digital age, trends and technologies redefining the landscape. For this, may I please welcome on stage Mr. Srinivas Bhaskara, President of the Product Engineering Division, Inspirisys Solutions. Let's welcome him, please.
Good afternoon and good evening. So we are in the junction of afternoon and evening, so without any confusion, I want to wish you all both of them. So far, since afternoon, we have been talking a lot about AI, and there are quite a lot of informative things from the legal point of view as well as ethics point of view. So what I'm going to talk about today is from the banking and other sectors. There is quite a lot of talking about AI. Wherever we see, whenever even with our own customers back in US, be it in retail, people are talking. How do we, judge who is going to be my right, vendor for some of these, equipment is concerned? Who can give me the right quote as well as deliver to me on the right time? Similarly, some of the retail customers are asking, from the supply chain point of view, they are asking about, the vendors. From the retail point of view, they are talking about what is the fastest way to sell, which are those products, where, which are selling better in my, shop floor. These are some of the kind of questions we are continuously talking about. Similarly, but from the execution point of view, so there are some more, I wanted to talk about how, to put AI into, action. These are some of the things what we are doing at our company, plus, the actions, how are we, what is the best way to start by, implementing the AI, tools and solutions in the organization. So first point of it, we are, whenever most of the presenters were talking about the data, right? One of the biggest challenges is, the data is completely fragmented, and it is into discrete systems. But there is the challenge of using AI to get the best benefit from most of these data is trying to put a cohesive data model that is actually necessary in order to be able to use it better. That is where, so we were talking about the new oil of the digital economy being the data, right? There are many other phrases they talked about the data point of view. So there are quite a lot of banks or including any other enterprises. They have the data which is split, as I said, into discrete systems. Most importantly, and it is running into probably terabytes or petabytes or zettabytes. And many times, in order to, bring the necessary value to, organizations using AI, we need to have a better model of the data that needs to be done, right? So currently, these are some of the problems where when some of the customers, our customers who are building products back in the US, we are at least talking to 3 different, startups. All of them are talking about data migration, from heterogeneous data, sources to into a single data lake house, right? These are some of the challenges these startups are trying to address, because most important part of it, in order to be able to successfully implement AI is having a cohesive data from multiple sources, multitude of the sources into a, a specific model, lakehouse model, or, data lake or data warehouse. So that is one of the challenges which are being addressed, and we are working actually similarly 3 such kind of startup product companies where we are helping them develop such kind of thing along with their own teams. So that is one of the key challenges, building a good lake house, right? And where quite a lot of data can be brought into in a cohesive manner, so that we can correlate the data across discrete systems, be it from applications to networking traffic to problems at the applications correlated to network traffic, as well as system performances. These are some of the things which probably may have other impact on the delays in supply chain management, supplies or vendor, this thing raising invoices, POs. There is quite a lot of interrelations that are there. So which is where the importance of the data that comes. So while we are working with that kind of customers, we also have implemented. There was one conversation where we were talking about analyzing the data that is coming from various sources in the social media. How do you correlate it to present it in a good shape? So these are some things which are some solutions which we have already, while we are working with customers. Internally, we also all have solved such kind of problems. One of our products is Sociomentis, where we have implemented working with the various social media sources, collate the data of what the customers are in the market, what kind of talk is going on between multiple products and services, and and compare it with similar kind of a competition, and present it in a what is the market sentiment. Sociometrics is something which we have actually implemented. Just to so in order to do that, some of the practices we have done is bringing all the distributed data into a cohesive data lakehouse, and then correlate it using algorithms, and then presented it. This is a a live example of such kind of tool. Similarly, the sociometrics, we are recently, about a month back, we released it, but this is an implementation as to how do we implement such kind of discrete systems into a cohesive model to be presented to the customer and give the benefit. Similarly, I want to also talk about quickly about some of the banking part of it, where some of the digital governance solutions that are necessary for the banks, where we have implemented. This is a government business suite, where quite a lot of data is also available for the banks to be able to use it, right? So these are some of the things which we have implemented. But since it's a short time, I wanted to be very crisp, and in case anybody wants to have a further discussion on this, I'm available. We can definitely talk about it. About our own company, we are subsidiary of a Japanese company called CSE Holdings. Our company itself is a public listed company, along with our CSE group holdings also is a publicly listed company in Tokyo, Japan. We are spread across 5 countries, and with delivery centers across with 4 different locations across the world. So this is about us. And we are continuously helping our customers in the digital transformation since 1995. Right? So this is about me. If there are any questions, I'm ready to take. But this is about us and the some of the methods we have ourselves used to put AI into practice and get the results. Any questions? All right. Thank you.